why most people fail their New Year's goals and how you can win. Most people don't fail their New Year's goals in January. They fail them in December without even realizing it. They drag the same mental noise, the same emotional weights, the same unfinished inner work from one year into the next, and then wonder why motivation fades, clarity disappears, and the same old patterns show up again. And if you want 2026 to actually feel different, not just look different on a vision board, this video is going to change how you approach the entire year. Because winning next year doesn't start with setting goals. It starts with reflection. So over the years, I've guided thousands of people through Awaken, Inspire, Inner Circle, our programs, and I've seen the same thing happen again and again. Highly capable, intelligent people don't struggle because they lack knowledge. They struggle because they lack integration. They move on too quickly. They never pause long enough to understand who they've become, what they've actually learnt, and what life has been trying to teach them. And without that pause, goals become reactive instead of aligned. And you end up chasing things that don't even fit the person you are anymore, or the person that you're becoming. Socrates said it simply: the unexamined life is not worth living. Reflection isn't some luxury for people with extra time. It is a foundation everything else is built on. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand three things. First, why most New Year's goals fall apart before February even arrives. Second, how reflection creates clarity without spiraling into overthinking. And third, how to use the year you've just lived as fuel for what's ahead instead of carrying it as baggage. This is the difference between forcing yourself to change and actually becoming ready for it. The first step is creating stillness before strategy. Clarity doesn't show up in the noise. It shows up in the stillness. And before you plan a single thing for the next year, you need to slow down long enough to ask yourself one question. Who have I become this year? Not what did I achieve, not what went wrong, but who did this year shape me into? This matters because emotion that goes unprocessed doesn't disappear. It gets carried forward. It bleeds into the next chapter, whether you want it or not. And Buddha put it beautifully. In the end, just three things matter: how well we have lived, how well we have loved, and how well we have learned to let go. Reflection starts by letting yourself feel, without rushing to fix anything, without judging what comes up, to just feel it first. The second step is to harvest the lessons. Reflection isn't about reliving your mistakes on repeat. It is about extracting the wisdom buried inside of them. And ask yourself, what challenged me most this year? What patterns kept showing up? No matter how hard I tried to change, what strengths did I discover that I didn't even know I had? This is where the real healing happens. Not by trying to fix the past, but by finally understanding it or accepting it. Aristotle said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. And this is a journey of getting to know ourselves, this journey of inner work. When you understand why things unfold the way they did, something shifts. The self-blame softens. And in this place, clarity starts to emerge. Step 3. Identify what you're ready to release. You can't step into a new chapter while you're still gripping the old one. Reflection begins with clarity around what you're finally done with. Maybe it's a belief that's kept you playing small. Maybe it's a role you've outgrown. Maybe it's an expectation from yourself or someone else that just didn't fit who you are anymore. This is the quiet power of reflection. It doesn't just show you where you're going. It shows you what you no longer need to carry. Joseph Campbell said, we must be willing to let go of the life we planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. That letting go, it's not loss, it's preparation. And step 4, anchor how you want to feel. Only after you've reflected does vision actually make sense. Instead of asking, what do I want to achieve next year? Ask something deeper. How do I want my life to feel? How do I want to show up for myself and the people I love? What kind of energy do I want to move through my days with? When feeling leads, goals align naturally. You stop chasing things that look good on paper but leave you empty. You start building a life that actually fits. Gandhi said, happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. That harmony is what people are really searching for. Not more goals, not more hustle, harmony. Here's something simple you can do today or tonight. Grab a piece of paper and pen and write 3 things in a list. First, what I'm proud of this year. Second, what this year has taught me. And third, what I'm ready to release before 2026. Don't rush through it. Let the truth guide you, not what sounds impressive, not what you think you should write. Reflection done honestly creates clarity effortlessly. And if this resonates with you, if you know deep down you want next year to be different at a real level, I want to invite you into the free Elevate Inner Work Challenge. It's a 7 plus 28-day journey designed to help you process this year properly, clear out the emotional and mental clutter, and reconnect with your inner compass before the new year begins. And the 7 days is free, it's grounded, it is the most powerful way to close one chapter before you open the next. And the link is in the description. I'll leave you with this from Rumi. Yesterday, I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today, I'm wise, so I'm changing myself. That's how people actually win their New Year's goals, not by forcing the future, but by understanding themselves first.